If you put the relationship before you, you're gonna lose yourself. Like guys who go, they start to give, they start to give, they start to give because they want her to like them, they want to get her approval, they want to build this connection, and they start to give pieces of themselves. They give their confidence, they give their soul, then they give themselves, and there's nothing else left. Suddenly the guy says he lost everything and he lost himself. I'm gonna give you a few good examples, real examples, and I'll show you why these guys don't get their ex back and what you can do instead so you can get your ex back. Imagine you're in a situation that you lose power and control and your ex goes with somebody else and you completely have no control over the interaction, and then you start to attack in different ways. For example, baby, please don't do this to me. We love each other. We have something amazing going on. Baby, please come back home. And I wanted to start asking yourself these questions because if you want to get your ex back, you gotta ask yourself, why do you choose to beg? Because begging, we love each other, trying to explain to her, hey, we have something amazing on, trying to sell, look at this is amazing, please don't do this to me. These cost you respect and attraction. I have a guy that he says him and his ex are kind of back together. You know what she does? She come to him, they sleep together, but she says, I'm also sleeping with 2 other guys on the side. And she tells him how they're different and better in details. He just accepts. Or he tries to, poor guy's dying inside a little every time she tells him that, but he puts up with that bad behavior. She doesn't come to somebody who loses power. She doesn't want to come to somebody who is okay to exchange power for her attention. That's why you shouldn't beg. Or another example, anger. Very mature of you, you cunty coward bitch. What does he tell her? It tells her, this dude is so much reactive, so angry, I can trigger so many emotions in him, and so he's weak. Those words, being aggressive and violent and saying those things like this, it won't do any good for you. Or, I will never call you again. This is your last chance. I'm gonna fuck someone else. Threatening someone, it just shows that you're weak. It doesn't work. If your goal is to get her back, if your goal is to have good relationship, you gotta avoid all of those. And that's what most guys don't like to hear. If you want to win your ex back, you have to win yourself back. To win yourself back, you have to win your emotions, you have to let go. Oh man, I don't want to let go, I love her. Whoever wins the emotions, wins what they want and walks away with what they want. I want you to ask yourself, if you want to win this woman, if you want to, I don't even want to say win this woman, if you want to be with this person, if you want to be in a good relationship, why do you say things, please don't do this to me? Why do you get in that position that you have no power? Why are you in this position, baby? Why do you get in a position that you have to sell yourself so badly? Why don't you just say, fuck you, I don't want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with me? I was in that situation. I remember it was all from my weakness. I remember it was year 2002 or 2003. It was I think it was my first major breakup because of me losing that person, because of my own weakness. Oh man, this is gonna be an amazing relationship. I remember I climbed the 2-story building. This is in Australia, just to look in a room to see if there's a guy there or not. How did I get there? Insecurity, weakness, horrible self-image, no skills, not understanding emotions, being a little bitch. You don't have to beg, dude. If you have to beg somebody to be with you, if you have to try to prove, that's not the right person for you. These relationships are supposed to work much easier than this. Or calling her a dumb cunty coward. Take a step back, let your emotions go, do the exercises that I show you. And I wanted to constantly ask yourself, why am I in this position? How did I end up in this position? It's on you, bro. It's on you. Why are you in this position? Why did you get in the position that you are like this? In previous videos, I talked about the accepting the setting and how these things work, seeing things for what they are, how relationships work. If you're in a position that you have to be aggressive, or you have to beg, or you have to be sarcastic, or you have to be violent, it's your choice to be there. At least it's your choice to stay there. It's much easier to step back. But most people are weak. I don't want to go under the rain because it get wet. I get an umbrella. I go under the blanket, it's cold. I want to have pillows so it's soft. I don't want to step out of my comfort zone because having the idea that she's not a part of my life is very difficult. Why do you get in a position, dude, that she says, this other guy is good for anal sex, but you're good for normal sex, so I think I'm gonna go see him this week. There are guys who get into that position. There are guys who are in such relationships because they're not willing to walk away. Do you know what it does to you, man? Do you know what it does to your soul? Why do you get stuck in that? It's easier to walk away. Sometimes I speak to guys and say, Ben, you don't understand our connection. And he says, you don't understand our connection. You just tell me to walk away from this. it's better to walk away because it's you first, then the relationship. If you put the relationship before you, you're gonna lose yourself. Like guys who go, they start to give, they start to give, they start to give because they want her to like them, they want to get her approval, they want to build this connection, and they start to give pieces of themselves. They give their confidence, they give their soul, then they give themselves, and there's nothing else left. Suddenly the guy says he lost everything and he lost himself. You cannot give pieces of yourself to keep a relationship or to build a relationship or to have somebody else. You have to have yourself first. Put these pieces back together before you can build that relationship or before you can make that relationship, before you can make that thing happen again. So it's you first. And I know it's pushing you out of your comfort zone, but there's no other way. You're going to experience these emotions until we come to terms and you get to a point that you realize, oh, okay, for me to get her back or for me to build a relationship, I have to get myself back. Getting myself back means not experiencing these emotions or knowing how to navigate through those emotions so I don't suffer. So let me start working on this. Instead of trying to analyze every little thing that she did or trying to analyze every little text message that I should send her. You first. You gotta be strong, man. You gotta lift this weight. You can dance around it as much as you want, but at the end of the day, you gotta lift it and you gotta walk. Regret. Oh man, I wish I hadn't done that. Oh, dude, smart guy doesn't do that because looking backward won't change anything. Even if you find that, okay, I did that thing wrong, going through all of these things, these memories and stories and trying to figure out that was a mistake. It just sucks so much of your energy and attention. It stops your recovery and development. Look forward. Read my book, do my exercises, join my program if you have any questions. Again, before anything else, read the book and subscribe to my channel. If you find this video useful, hit the like button and I'll see you in the next video. Dude, don't beg, don't do anything out of any negative emotions. Sit down, fix those emotions first, then do things that you want to do. This is Ben. See you in the next video.